Good morning, my friends, and happy Monday. I am Christina, your expert for creating energy, avoiding burnout, and beating stress. So, if you're watching this video, you'll see in the title I have 9 habits for creating energy, and are you using them? So, without further ado, let's get started. The funny thing about energy and stress is that you can't Google it because Google doesn't know you. Google doesn't know your triggers. Google doesn't know what drains you. And so for you to actually create changes in these areas, you have to put in time, effort, energy, resources, research to figure out how it affects you, what are the methods that really would get to the core of your issues to correct those things. So there are some habits I want to share with you this morning that I have learned in my research and journey of creating more energy and beating stress that I think that you will find beneficial. So let's get started. The first habit is a curated morning playlist. I spoke about music in my last live because I have found music to be monumental in creating energy throughout the day. A song or two to set the tone that you really want to live in. Now, one thing I do want to add as a note, I would not recommend using really high energy, pump it up songs because you don't want your adrenals to burn out. You don't want them to go into adrenal fatigue, and that happens with these pump it up songs. It's okay for getting psyched out for a minute, but really you don't want to be living in that your whole day. So just take note of that. That's the first thing. Create a curated morning playlist for energy that you want to live in throughout the rest of the day. The second habit is determine what's the feeling you want to cultivate today. Emotion in general gets a negative rap from a lot of people. And it's funny because stress is actually just the culmination of negative emotion. So regardless of if you feel like, oh, I'm not emotional, or not, you are. If you're living in a constant state of stress, you are constantly in a state of emotion. It's just negative emotion, not positive emotion. The funny thing about negative emotion is that it drains you. If you think about being angry or frustrated or sad, they take a toll and attacks on your energy. So you want to cultivate positive emotion, and positive emotions are actually more energizing anyway. So the more you can cultivate and decide, here's how I want to direct my emotions, here's how I want to take ownership of my emotions, it allows you to have more energy. If you think about happiness and excitement and enthusiasm and joy and all of these other positive emotions, they give us energy. So you want to cultivate positive emotion in whatever way is going to best build your life. Because the positive emotions that may generate energy for me may not be the best for you at this moment. All right, so more details on deciding how you want to feel in another video. The third habit here is to encourage yourself. I know a lot of people have heard about daily affirmations, and they think it's a little bit on the side of woo-woo, and that's okay. However, I want to make a case for affirmations because, quite simply, affirmations are one way that you can direct the inner dialogue or story you're telling yourself throughout the rest of the day. If you've ever tracked your self-talk on a daily basis, super fascinating learning experience, because really you are able to identify how often you have reoccurring thought loops in your head. And since you are the only one who can really see or know those negative thought loops, I can't look at you and say, oh, here are the negative thought loops you're dealing with. You're the only one who could do that. So you have to take ownership for that. And daily affirmations is, even if you only choose one, daily affirmations is one way that you can give courage to yourself. And again, courage is a positive emotion. So living in courage is actually going to allow you to gain more energy as well. So if you struggle with energy drain, negative thought loops, even knowing what emotions you're feeling, message me. I have a few resources that can get you started on your journey. And next time, I will be back with a few more awesome secrets of tips that will help you build energy and why you should use them. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday. Stay tuned for next time. And don't forget, upcoming in the new year, we're going to start our 5 a.m. club. So think about if you want to join. I'll see you guys soon.